When my son was about 14, he'd heard a story about meningitis on the news, and he came running in and he said, "Mom, how do I know if I've got meningitis?" And I said, "Evan, you don't need to worry about that." Well, those words came back to haunt me. I'm Lynn Bozoff, president of the National Meningitis Association. I lost my 20-year-old son to meningitis because I didn't know that the disease was vaccine preventable. Over 26 days, we watched my son die day by day. First, he lost his arms and legs. Then he lost kidney function. Then he suffered through 10 hours of grand mal seizures and was declared brain dead. Your mind can't absorb that this is happening, that it's your son who is so sick. When my son got sick in 1998, there were no recommendations for meningococcal disease vaccination. There are now recommendations in place for all adolescents at 11-12 to be vaccinated with a booster dose at age 16. This vaccine can save lives. Every week, I talk to moms whose children are in the hospital suffering from meningococcal disease or whose children have just died. Every time I hear their story, it brings back my story of losing my son. I know that many of these cases were vaccine preventable. There's no greater loss for a parent than to lose a child. My loss could have been prevented through vaccination. I urge all parents to make sure their children are vaccinated for meningitis. 5 parents whose children had been affected by meningococcal disease came together and formed the National Meningitis Association. Our mission is to educate parents, medical professionals, and others about bacterial meningitis and its prevention. Together, our efforts have made a difference, and now there are recommendations in place to protect our children. We have hundreds of volunteers from all over the country. What we all have in common is that our children have suffered. My job will not be done until all children are protected from meningococcal disease.